Welcome to Selling in the Motor Trade, in association with Automotive Management and Simco Training. This is the weekly podcast where we share best practice, tips, and ideas on how to sell more cars, improve your service department, and generally put more profit into your dealership or dealer group. I'm your host, Simon Bowkett, or some of you might already know me as Skippy. And firstly, I want to say thank you for taking the time to tune in. Hi, and welcome to another episode of Selling in the Motor Trade. Hey, this is another one of these solo episodes where we're going to kick around some different ideas, and it's specifically for the managers. I did some management training last week, and one of the guys there said, "Hey, Skip, can you help me out? I just feel like I'm a firefighter all the time. I come to work and I just can't get anything done. I'm just going from one fire to the other, to the other, to the other, and just putting them out all day long." He actually said, "Do I have to tell these people to do the same thing again and again?" And my standard response is always, "Yep, welcome to management." And whenever I do any sort of management training, guys, you'll know that I'm talking to myself now more than you. Okay, I am not the expert. I get everything wrong. But there's one thing that really resonated with this particular manager, and I want to share it with you. It comes from, I've heard lots of people talk about this over the years. I don't know where it first come from. I heard a TED talk on it. If you just Google monkey management, you'll get lots and lots of different videos, and I just can't find out who was the original person on it. There's so many different people almost claiming to be the originators of this. But this is what, it really helped me in this particular manager. What happens is someone comes along in the morning and open up the door into your desk, your office, something like that, and say, "Hey, listen, you've got a problem." And straight away you're sitting there looking at that salesperson, your technician, your service advisor, thinking, I reckon the problem's you, but go on. Don't you mean we have a problem? Yeah, of course. We have a problem. And they'll turn around and tell you what the problem is. And what the person done is given you their monkey. So what you want to imagine is that problem is a monkey on their back. And as soon as they come and say, "Hey, listen, we got a problem," or "You've got a problem," that monkey jumps straight off their back onto the middle of your desk. And it's sitting there in the middle of your desk. You can't see any of your own work. And now you have to deal with their problem, their monkey. And the whole concept of this is getting people not to come to you with problems, but come to you with solutions. Because your whole job is to get people to take their monkey with them. If you don't, by the end of the week, you're running a fucking zoo, okay? And you can't get any of your job done because these things about these monkeys, they actually breed. Because what happens is someone comes along and says, "Hey, listen, you got this problem, we got this problem." How often do you hear yourself saying, "Yeah, leave it with me, I'll get on with it"? But now that salesperson, that service advisor, that technician's chasing you. Have you called that customer yet? Have you found out a problem with this one yet? Now they're prioritizing their work. No, it is. They're prioritizing you to do their work before you can do any of your work. Now, if you're like me, I'd get to the end of the day, the end of the week, thinking, "I've not done anything I wanted to do today." That's because you've been dealing with lots of other people's monkeys. So this is how it was explained to me. So someone comes to you and says, "Hey, listen, we've got this issue." First thing you want to do is not say, "Tell me what it is." Because straight away when you say, "Tell me what it is," they're already letting the monkey jump off their back onto yours. So first thing you want to do is say, "Well, hold on a second. I'm just in the middle of this. Can you come back at 11 o'clock and we'll sort it then?" That is the first bit that really helped me, because I tell you a little secret. So many times when you say, "Hey, listen, I've just got to finish this off. Come back at 11 and we'll get it sorted then." How often do you reckon they don't turn up at 11? No, because they've sorted it out themselves. You see, if you just immediately go and help them with their problem every single time they have a problem, big or small, or one they can sort out if they just thought for themselves, they're still just going to come to you. going to come to you. So the first thing, turn around and say, yep, listen, I'm just in the middle of this report. Go get this order. Come back to me at 11 o'clock. Let's say the keys are missing, something like that, okay? Yeah, no worries. I've got to get this report done. Come back to me at 11 o'clock and we'll work out what we can do. You might be amazed. Between now and 11, our salesperson has found the elusive missing keys. That's the first bit. Now, the next thing is when they come back at 11 o'clock, okay, and say, right, we've got this problem. We're delivering this car. I've only got one set of keys for it. What can we do? Okay, there's the problem. So what you want to do is instead of telling them what to do, and I really struggle with this, okay, but you want to turn around and say, okay, well, listen, go out in the world of Simco Motors. Go out there and find me 2 possible solutions to that problem. And again, if people are making notes when they do this, get your people to come to you with solutions, not problems. So go out there into the wide, wide world and find me 2 possible solutions and come back and run them past me. Don't get them to decide yet because you don't know what their thought process is like yet, their decision-making ability is yet, possibly. So now your salesperson comes back and says, right, boss, the key is missing. I've got 2 possible solutions. Number 1, we just deliver the car and pretend we never had it anyway and hope the customer doesn't notice. Or number 2, we can actually get the parts department to cut another key, but it's going to cost us X amount of dollars. What do you want me to do? Okay. Right. Okay. Well, listen, what I want you to do is let's not deliver the car, okay, without the key, because you know what? We don't do that in this dealership here. The customer's going to find it out anyway. Let's not try and pull the wool over their eyes. So what I want you to do is go and do solution number 2. Now, hopefully, next time our employee has got a problem, they'll come to you and say, hey, boss, we got a problem, okay? And I knew you were going to say, go out there and find 2 possible solutions. So I've already got 2 possible solutions. What we can do is we can do A or we can do B. Great. Okay. So what do you think we should do? Okay. Well, I think we should do A. Okay. And what we're going to do is just deliver the car with that scrape down the side of it, deliver it in the rain, a bit of God's polish, and hope the customer doesn't see it. Okay. Or B, okay, we can actually put it into the body shop, put the delivery off, okay, for a couple of days. So I think we should do A, because if we put it off a couple of days, it goes to the next month and I don't get paid. Right, okay, I see where you're going. It's all about you and getting paid. That's another issue we can talk about. But you know what? We don't treat people like this here. We're not going to deliver it in the rain. We're not going to try a bit of God's polish and hope we can get away with it, because at some point, the rain's going to stop. Not everyone lives in Manchester. But at some point, the rain's going to stop. And you know what? They're going to see the scratch on it. And we're not going to blame them or someone else. We just don't do that here. Yeah, boss. I can see where you're coming from. You're right. Let's do that. Now, next time they come to you and say, hey, boss, we've got this issue. I knew you were going to ask me to come to you with a few solutions. So I've got 2 possible solutions. We can do solution A and solution B. And based on what you said last time, that we don't look after people that way, we're just going to do it right. Tell you what we're going to do is that used vehicle, which is 4 years old, we're going to put it back in the body shop and get it repainted like it's a brand new car, because that's what you said last time. Great. I can see what you're thinking now. Okay, you're looking after the customer. That's really good. But actually, I want you to take option C on this one, okay, because it is a used car. It is 7 years old, and we need to make sure the customer knows that it's never going to be like a brand new car. If they wanted that, we could do that, because no matter what we spend on it, it's still not going to get up to the fresh standards. So what we're going to do is option C. When we sell a car, we're going to say, hey, Mr. Customer, there's a scrape down the side. I'll touch it in myself for you. So in future, that's what we're going to say. What have you said to the customer this time? Okay, right. Okay, based on that, we're going to go down option C. So now we can see what their thought process is. You still have control of it. You want to get to the situation where they come to you and say, hey, boss, we've had this problem, but I've sorted it. And you don't have to get involved. That's where you're teaching your people to carry their own fire extinguishers. You're getting people to think for themselves. Now, again, I wish I could give credit for whoever that says. And whenever I do this, I get lots of direct messages and people saying, oh, no, that was definitely Zig Ziglar said that. Okay. Oh, no, that's definitely David Anderson said that. And listen, I've heard both of those guys mention the monkey story in the past. I don't know who the originator of that was, but all credit to that person there. See, guys, you want to make sure that people leave with their monkey. Now, we're talking about a problem here. But the monkey is not just a problem. The monkey might be a project or a task, okay? And without that, everyone thinks someone else is doing it. Who's dealing with that, okay? So what you want to do, managers, on this one, I want you to sit there and ask people to come to you with solutions, not problems. Make sure they take their monkey with them. And that's how you're going to start getting people to start thinking for themselves. Anyway, short one this time. Hope that helps. Let me know how it gets on, and we might talk about some new management stuff going forward as well. And if you get a chance, if you like this and it helps, please send a comment, okay? Please review it on Apple. If you review the podcast, I really appreciate it. It just gets out to a lot more people there. If you do a review, send me a comment on direct message on what you actually said. And listen, I'll give you a little personal thank you on that one as well. Follow me on LinkedIn. I'm Simon Bowkett. And just let us know you've listened to the podcast and really appreciate it. Okay, I really appreciate it lots. We'll see you next time. That just leaves me to say that all details of this episode and other episodes on the selling in the motor trade can be found on our website, simcotraining.co.uk. Go there to get a copy of our book, Words That Sell Cars. Go there to sign up to a free trial of our Sales Fitness online sales training program. Easiest way to get hold of me is Simon Bowkett through LinkedIn. Thank you.